Dobis. Please welcome Sean.
Good afternoon, graduates, teachers, junior marshals, friends, and family. It's hard to believe that the journey we started almost 12 years ago, when we braved our first day of kindergarten, is finally coming to an end. First and foremost, I want to say congratulations for surviving these 4 years at Scholars, for managing to wake up before 1 p.m. to be here today, and most importantly, for cementing ourselves as the second graduating class of Scholars Academy. We couldn't have made it to this point today without the support systems that kept us going from the sidelines. Without our teachers holding online classes during those early COVID days, or our parents picking us up from club meetings after school, none of our collective triumphs would have been possible. Which is why I want to thank all the teachers, staff, and family who make Scholars Academy what it is. What we did these past 4 years wasn't easy, and as we prepared to walk out these doors and say goodbye to our friends and teachers for what may be the very last time, I think it's important to look back at where we started. Almost 4 years ago, on August 17, 2021, our first day at Scholars Academy. Although everyone came into freshman year from a different place, what I remember most about the first day of school is just how terribly it rained. Sheets and sheets of torrential downpour bombarding us as we walked across the street from Baxley Hall, the perfect start to our high school career. We were instantly bonded by the puddles in our shoes and the umbrellas we left in our cars. Although I remember sitting in Miss Carson's first block class, staring out the rainy window and feeling unsure of how the next 4 years would pan out. And if I could go back and tell my 14-year-old self one thing, it's that it will get better. No class at Scholars Academy had an experience quite like ours. We came into freshman year wearing masks, learning who our classmates were as people, at the same time as we learned what the lower halves of their faces looked like under their All of a sudden, we were balancing 5 classes and signing up for our first college course. But in every struggle, we went through it together. And we went through a lot. The loss of our beloved teacher, Miss Morrison, during our sophomore year, the mounting expectations of being the second graduating class ever, and the seemingly unanswerable question of what we want to do with our lives. But these challenges only built us into the people we are today. We learned how to overcome barriers. We learned whether we prefer coffee or energy drinks after pulling an all-nighter. And we learned where our new home will be for the next 4 years, whether in-state, out-of-state, or even overseas. We met people who we never would have met otherwise, who are now such crucial parts of our lives, it's hard to imagine life without them. It's always difficult to describe Scholars to someone on the outside, because the community we built from the inside is indescribable. A few weeks ago, I sent out a poll asking all of us seniors what our favorite memories from Scholars were. And at the end of the day, what we remembered most wasn't the long nights doing pop homework, or the projects for Mr. McDowell's class that we didn't add enough bells and whistles into, but the philosophical conversations we had with friends in Scholar Station, the intensity of Ultimate Frisbee Club after school, and also that one time Obi tried to pick me up. The work we put in over the past few years was all worth it, because of the fun we had going to prom, and the endless laughter we shared on the senior trip. So as we're remembering the last 4 years, I think our first day of school was the perfect foreshadowing. Not because of the wet socks or forgotten umbrellas, but because eventually the rain cleared up, brightening the patio with the sound of freshmen playing Foursquare and upperclassmen eating lunch. It may have been rough at points, but in the end, it always got better. It took me a while to realize this, but life doesn't just stop once you get that college acceptance you were always waiting for, or once you get that job that everyone tells you will make you a lot of money. In the end, the most important thing of all is doing what makes you truly happy. So pick back up on those old hobbies that you didn't have time for in the past 4 years, and figure out how to make these next 4 years even better than the last. For the past 1,386 days, we've woken up every morning as Scholars Academy students. And tomorrow, for the first time, we'll wake up as Scholars Academy alumni, with brighter days ahead than we can imagine. I think it's easy to forget just how much we accomplish when we're constantly surrounded by people doing great things. Not everyone can start college at the age of 14. Not everyone can balance school with extracurriculars, with a part-time job, and still have time to breathe at the end of the day. And not everyone can make it through 4 years at Scholars Academy and emerge a bigger person than when they arrived. But that is exactly what all 43 of us have accomplished today. And I think that's pretty good. Thank you.